do you think that you're crazy?
Yes.
What do you think that you're diagnosably crazy as anything in particular?
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably something, but I don't think I've ever been tested, really.
Is there like a clinical apathy?
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
My grandmother was crazy.
Oh yeah.
She went to a mental institution.
What did she do? Was it a ghost story?
She just like had a breakdown. She was crazy. She would like knock on the walls and saying crazy shit, and they just had to lock her up.
Do you ever think like, oh, that? I mean, I can feel that. Like I don't know. Like you
a
think
song coming on.
Well, first of all, did you have a and the unignorable idea that the walls are more hollow than they should be? No, did you have a relationship with this grandma? Or?
Not really, because she was pretty sedated when I was growing up.
So you heard legends, family legend about her breakdown.
Yeah, because my mom is one out of 9 brothers and sisters, and it all kind of went down when my mom was like 8. So 5 of them had to go to an orphanage that were under 18, and then the 4 of them were just like on their own. And so there were just like crazy stories about their whole thing.
Wait, I got back up through that, because you said like a certain amount of your mom's siblings had to go to an orphanage because there was no parent at all.
Because there was no, because my grandfather was sick.
Okay, but then what happened to the other ones? That's because I was trying to parse all.
They
that.
were older than 18, so they were just on their own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 5 of them got adopted by my foster grandmother, who then had 4 of her own. So then there were 9 again.
Oh, but the ones in the orphanage, there was like, fuck them. That would be like 15, and they were like, they'll be fine.
No, all of them in the orphanage went.
Which was your mom?
Bernadette.
Second from the left. No, was she an orphanage sibling, or was she?
She was an orphanage sibling. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you mind taking? If I'm prying, tell me at any time. But
I don't know. Is this going to be online or something?
No. But did you? So what? Did your mom? Take us through your mom's story from there. This is fascinating. I've never known anybody that was in an orphanage.
She was in an orphanage in Delaware, a Catholic orphanage, and it was really fucked up. They were like being tortured, and they were like, it was not a good situation. And so, her 3rd grade teacher, my foster grandmother, like basically was like, I want to adopt you, and she was like, I'm not going without my brothers and sisters, because they were all trying to like run away and all this stuff. And so then my foster grandmother, the 3rd grade teacher, just adopted all of them.
Wow.
And then had 4 of her own.
So that means that, reading between the lines here, that that teacher who you knew as your grandmother.
Yeah.
She was teaching some kid who she was very fond of, and who was clearly like suffering abuse at home, i.e. an orphanage.
Yeah.
Like your foster grandmother didn't work at the orphanage. She worked at just like a public school.
No, she worked at the school where all the orphans went.
And she was like, "You're great. What the fuck is happening to you?"
Yeah, she just kind of fell in love with her.
And then she's like, "I got to get you out of here." And your mom did the old sitcom cast sound contract and said, "Not without my Seinfelds."
That's right. Yeah. She was my 3rd grade teacher too.
The grandma was?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, that must have when you were like, "Oh, I didn't do my homework." She's like, "Okay, well, it's not like I care about my job."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it's okay that you fucked off this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, laziness pays. That's that's why you exist.
Were the older kids in your guys' lives? Did they come back?
Yeah, they're around.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All nine. All 9
Not
are
all
together?
9. No.
Oh.
No, one of them died.
Oh, well.
You got
I got no quip for that, man.
It's not your job to have quips. It's not that kind of show.
All right.
He's a substitute. There's usually.
But to answer your question, I think about it every day.
The sex doll thing.
Yeah.
I knew if I did a little digging.
Yeah. But are there...
No, you think about it every day
Penis
that you might that chemically,
What?
you know. I didn't want to give that short shrift. Like you think about it every day that like there may be like a little.
I mean, yeah.
You've made it this far statistically.
Yeah, but you know, like I don't know what's going on. Just in general.
I don't know if I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm like, somebody tweeted at me today like, oh, you do this and that, you might have borderline personality disorder, and I'm like, okay, I'll add that to the list.
No one has ever said that to me.
I was looking it up and I was actually thinking, oh, Aubrey's the guest tonight. I wonder, like this is actually kind of interesting because there's nowadays online you can just look it up and you can just diagnose yourself. Let me type it in. Talk
Sorry,
about
what was that?
talk about what Parks and Rec was like for a second.
Man, Amy Poehler is a dream.
Not to make it too.
What are you doing? You're diagnosing me?
No, I was gonna ask you a couple questions. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did have a stroke when I was 20.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, talk about that. I mean, like, how does?
Well, it just related to brain. That's something I think about a lot too.
But like,
Just like, is it going to happen again?
Yeah.
how
It
did
could happen at
bomb.
any moment.
where were
Pretty
you?
much.
Where were you when it happened?
I was in Queens, and I was going to. I've like told this story before, so
Well,
whatever.
Welcome to Harmontown.
Yeah, okay. I was in Queens, and I went into my friend's apartment. I was going to have lunch with them. I was 20, and nothing weird was happening at all. And I just, in mid-sentence, I was talking about a Hillary Duff concert that I had taken my little sister to the previous evening.
That'll do it.
You're drawing the wrong conclusion from this,
Literally,
Ryan.
after I said the words Hillary Duff, I had a stroke. Not kidding.
God damn it! I was like, I should have saved this thing. Wait, but what happened? You blacked out, or
No, what happened was the stroke was in my left temporal lobe, which means that it affects the right side of my body. So my right arm was like completely numb. Not numb, but it was just like it wasn't connected to my body. And I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. And then I had expressive aphasia for a couple days, which is where you forget language completely. And if you were talking to me, I would like understand what you're saying inside, but I wouldn't be able to respond.
Oh my God.
Or write.
Oh.
Because the blood clot was in my language center.
And so, all right, wow. Like I'm so like we've had people on the show. Like, well, we have a friend who comes back who's like survived multiple aneurysms, and he's sort of like waiting for the day because they haven't figured out any solution to it. So he's just like waiting for the
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know like why that stuff happens.
It's so terrifying to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like if you were smart emotionally, which I'm not, and I'm sure the people that like you that have gone through this stuff are like you would just accept the invitation that okay, you can't control anything, so why not just like be yourself and
Just fuck it.
yeah. Just eat that cookie. Just eat
Yeah,
that
that's
cookie.
what I'm talking about, eating that cookie. Yeah.
That's what I do. Eat that cookie.
That's right. Give me that cookie.
I'm thinking about getting a cookie, like a fake cookie from a website that just sits on a plate, and it's just like
Fakecookie.com.
it's made out of silicone, and I can just like nibble on it. But it's like, isn't that the responsible thing for me to do? As a person who's been on a lot of diets, like you guys can judge me, but the truth is, you're the bullies.